Is their right? Is their right? I've always said that religion is the opinion of the people, as they say. Once you want to turn the head of even a sane person, we turn it around. Just market God to him or to her. Once you bring God into anything, or a deity, not just God Almighty, when you bring a deity into the matter, then that person will throw away whatever intellect they've got and begin to reason according to what you have presented in your marketing today. So Jehovah's Witnesses, I do not begrudge them, but that's their own. They don't believe in that. And then those who took him to the hospital, now they find trouble because they knew that they was never going to allow that blood transfusion to take place. It's against their belief.
Charles, to me,
Yes.
religion is like a pair of shoes.
Yes.
Buy the one that sizes you. Let me wear my own.
Exactly. Exactly. Don't
Okay.
tell me about mine.
Police arrest suspected terrorist financiers in Sokoto.
Yes, Sokoto State, yes. So we learned. We hope that they'll continue because as I've always said, I'm also going to reiterate that I cannot forget my days in secondary school when an Indian man that taught us biology, he taught us about the relevance of the queen in the ant hill.
An Indian man taught me English.
Okay, Indian man. No, I think it was a Ghanaian that taught me English.
Okay.
Indian man taught me biology. Sri Lankan taught me physics. Who was that one that also taught me chemistry? Another Indian man. Yes.
Fernando Poman.
No, Fernando. No. So he taught us about the relevance of the existence of the ant hill. When if you destroy an ant hill today, give it 4 days, they will rebuild it because the soldiers. But the very moment you take the queen away, give it 4 days, the ant hill will collapse. So this is a wake up call that you need to pursue this the metaphor and the metaphoric ant hill around in the fight against insurgency or criminality. Once you pick all the various queens, their structure will collapse. That's it.
Okay. Natural.
Yes.
Okay, then another one. How I was mocked, betrayed over 16 years of barrenness.
Okay,
Anambra woman.
It's an interview, a lengthy interview. I read part of it. A woman who got married. I think he said the husband was 2 years her senior while they were back at UNN, University of Nigeria.
Those facts are for the listener.
Yes. Later, but she actually got a VVA. What do you call that?
IVF.
IVF. Then, at 60 years after.
Okay, how acquitted Lagos doctor Obafemi Odeleye remanded in UK for recording sexual acts.
I miss that.
Can you
miss
imagine
that? But that's demeaning. A medical doctor, to be doing such things that are unseemly, very improper for that profession. The medical profession is a very noble profession that people should hold in high esteem.
Yeah. Osime Iwobi paid tribute to Trust Ekong.
Yeah, I think they said if another captain had been chosen, it came to a head during the qualifiers. Not even qualifier, the other, what do you call that? The playoffs.
The playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs. Yeah. When people began to now make comparison between him and Osime and all that Trust was the captain, but Osime was the leader. You saw?
And besides, Trust is a defender.
It's a defender. There's no way you're going to be scoring goals.
Osime is the man charged with scoring
exactly,
goals.
And that's their job. And this man, and he was defending where he was able to lead them, but they said no, he was just a captain. Osime was a leader. I said, but what's the difference? Like captaincy and leadership and all that. Nigerians, we have a way of.
It's the lame or the tame talk about GOAT, and that's greatest
of all time.
And they begin to compare Messi with
Ronaldo.
There's no basis
for comparison.
They are God's great gifts to
in
football.
Fact, I watched a brief documentary 3 days ago about after this USA, Mexico, and Canada World Cup, that you are going to be retiring a whole generation of finest players in Nigerian history. Is there? Ronaldo is there, and a whole lot of them.
By the way, you've heard President Trump has been given the Peace Award by FIFA.
I heard it as peace. How did they define peace?
They say the man, that's the president, has engendered peace across the world.
But not in the Middle East, because he'll be taking sides over there.
Okay. All right, so much about the Punch. Let's move to the Vanguard. The Vanguard is here, and the lead story is also here. Education, why mother tongue policy failed in Nigeria.
It was always going to fail. But I think Professor Babs actually came up with a template at that time. I think this was a pilot somewhere in Sulere.
During the Babangida years.
Adopted the primary school where they started teaching Yoruba, teaching mathematics and in Yoruba and all that. But you see, you have a multi-plural society like ours. You had a multilinguistics background society like ours. Then there will be, if somebody is without telling a John Susan's son or daughter to be learning Yoruba as the mother tongue, there's no way you would take that lightly. You can't tell me my Edo should be subservient in the manner of speaking to the three major languages. So it was always going to be a problem. Igbo, Yoruba, and the Hausa. What happens to the Bibios? What happened to the Efok? What happened to the Edo? What happened to Ikwere and the rest of them? So you want my children to now go and learn Yoruba and all that?
And Ijo.
And Ijo, and Urobo, and Atibebelo.
Name them.
So it's always a problem. And then there was also this scarcity of teachers, and then there were no enough textbooks to also for the instruction of those languages. So now officially they've dumped them, and they were returned to English language one more time.
Okay, the mother tongue will be the mother tongue.
It's my language. Let me speak my own dialect in a dual language. That's it. You speak your F4 card. Then we can understand each other when we speak English language. By the way, Mali has just outlawed the teaching of French in public schools and in schools in Mali. So they said to hell with French.
All right. We have this one. Okay, another story here. Terrorists hold over 7,400 children captive across 7 states in Nigeria.
Yes, the report went down memory lane, went as far as 2014 when the Chibok girls were captured, and some of them are still being held. Most of them have got married. Most of them, I don't know whether they're still alive. They also went to Dapchi, went everywhere, and then came down to the very present, the ones in Niger State. And so they calculated everything, said no fewer, including women, children, particularly in the northern areas over there, that no fewer than 7,000, not 700, not 70, 7,000 persons are still in captivity. I mean, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge.
Okay, still in the Vanguard, PDP leadership tussle. How INEC quietly tilted the scales.
INEC is only using the part. What is in a body of laws? Okay, number one, the Supreme Court. I don't know what court recognized the Anyanwu fashion. Okay, they say there's no fashion in PDP. The Anyanwu is the authentic national secretary of the party. Then,
even as he has been kicked.
But who kicked him? He said no. They can only be changed. There's a law. The law is that I think there's you can only change national or even all the executive through national convention.
Convention where new officers are
elected. Yeah. So Damagun remains the national chairman. Anyanwu remains the national secretary. Now, there's also a problem. When Damagun writes a letter, it's not signed by Anyanwu, it's not recognized. When Anyanwu signs a letter, it's not written by. So that's a okay. Well, all the two of you have to come together. Except both of you come together, then there's nothing INEC can do about it.
All right. PDP welcomes Supreme Court ruling on Osun Council allocation.
Allocation, yes. It follows that of Lagos in that time. So I hope the authorities will abide by this ruling so that those monies seized, the funds seized, can be released for those who are the beneficiaries, local government. But again, even when the money comes in, there's also the wahala between PDP and APC in Osun State. But by the way, this man now, the PDP has done primaries in the Osun State, and Adeleke wasn't part of them. So where is Adeleke headed? As we speak, he has no party.
There are insinuations he might be headed in the direction of Accord Party.
And then there's also ADC. Arebeshola, we also understand, is also waving some flags in his face.
Okay, and still in Osun State, APC bars Omishore, Alabi, and many others.
Yes, from the primary.
Yeah.
There's a law. You see, according to report, Omishore, Babatunde, Heketa, whatever, I mean, Olalusi, Oyedotun, Baba, okay, all of them.
They try mother tongue.
Yes, and then you have Babajide Omolare.
Don't murder the tongue.
The mother tongue. He said the reason is that they did not provide proof of sponsorship from at least 5 fully registered and financially up-to-date party members from each local government area in Osun State as required by Articles 9.3 sub 1 and 31.2 sub 2 of the APC Constitution and paragraph 6C of the party guidelines. So they have laws they are relying on. So they didn't fulfill it. Five people must sign your form, but this one they just maybe because they thought they are big wigs, but they said no, you can't do that.
Okay, to Rivers State now. Speaker, Deputy, 14 others defect from PDP to APC.
And they said it's because of the division in the PDP.
Yeah.
But again, if you read what Amawule said yesterday, he said the president has helped. They has actually done well for Rivers State. The president had actually put Rivers State in the central governance of the state, and he had done well. So we want to work with him within the APC. So I said he has told us that's the reason. So he just looked for a window of escape to say it was a product because of the PDP. There's no way Wike will be dining with APC and you expect his loyalists to remain in PDP. So in the days to come, we will see what happens, because right now the truth is that there's not been proper reconciliation in Rivers State.
Charles, except that Wike is still a bona fide member of the PDP.
No, he's not. He's been expelled.
No.
He's been expelled.
He says he remains a member.
He says it. It was the one who said it, right? He's saying it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't diminish the fact that he has been expelled from the party. And then they've even issued a public, like what the EFCC does, like a wanted person. They put his name to say anybody who does business with him at their own peril.
Okay. Another story.
Interesting times.
Will defeat terror, restore order, peace. Defense Minister.
Yes, I mean,
NSA.
Yes, but City Jones, I don't know if I don't know. Well, he's been talking, and I hope now, like as I said on TV yesterday, he's a man who appears to be loved by the gods. Everywhere he went, or everywhere he goes, actually, because he's still going places, he's loved. Yes, look at the rousing welcome they give to him at the ministry when he resumed there. So he's being loved, and he's really talking sense. But I hope that he will not forfeit. He's not going to. How do I say it now? It's not going to. It's not going to. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not forming in her head. The goodwill is enjoying. I hope he's not going to throw it aboard. Apart from talking, we understand. There's also a video I watched 3 days ago by a Fulani herdsman. Obviously, one of the Mieti Alabi. They said they are also happy that the man has been appointed. That the Fulani herdsmen themselves are happy because now you now know who the real Fulani are and those who are the criminals. That they too, they have been suffering or pretenders. So they are also welcoming him that he will also solve their problem of cattle rustling from them, and also deconstruct who the criminals are, who the others are.
Hear this one. Nigeria gave UK a future prime minister in Remi Badenoch, Boris Johnson.
But Boris Johnson was here in what city did he go to attend it? But he said that Nigeria is safe. That he was not captured. Look at him. Nigeria didn't do me anywhere.
I think he, along with others,
yeah, others they came
were
here.
in Imo State.
It wasn't good Imo State. Yeah, I know it wasn't Lagos, it wasn't Abuja.
Yeah.
It was Imo State. So it be full of praises. But the Kemi Badenoch, he said, but Kemi Badenoch is a Nigerian. She says she's not a Nigerian.
She's Nigerian.
No, she says she's not a Nigerian.
Well,
she says she's British. So let's leave it for her. It's her right. Which is why she's been carpet Nigerian and been painting us in bad light and all that. But Kemi Badenoch is British, even though she's black. So let us leave her. She says she's not Nigerian.
Okay, pensioners set to protest naked nationwide.
Pensioners.
Yes, set to protest naked nationwide.
I know they should please help us not do that. I mean, there are other ways we could advance your cause. I mean, going nude.
I'm told that's what escalated the women's
about
women
1929.
1929. Milon. Okay, so they should hold break.
They should look for other ways, other means. Come on, you see old folks now being naked on the streets. No, that would be that would not be a picture to behold at all, honestly.
Hear this one. Baby delivered by mentally challenged mother, safe, healthy, Ogun State.
You don't tell when mad people they born for a road though. I don't know why. No, but
who put her in the family way?
And there are
no be madman.
No be madman.
Usually.
No. Some people go there for ritual purposes. Someone go there to rape them. Some go there for other means. But what I always ponder about is how come these insane people they deliver without even nurses and medical assistants. But someone who has money will now be doing what do you call that thing? And they tear them open. CS.
Yeah.
So you see the wonderment of nature. They just give birth and that's all. The cry of baby is what you hear.
Okay, Ned Nwoko threatens legal action against online harassment.
Ned Nwoko.
Yeah,
his wife.
Ned Nwoko says an online a TikToker, actually defamed him by saying Ned gave him, the TikToker, money to kill the wife, the estranged wife.
But that's a weighty one. That's a weighty one.
And weird
that's
too.
Very weird and weighty. But would this serve as a deterrent? I don't know. But can he take himself out of this public domain, particularly the entertainment industry? He should just be who he is as a lawmaker, honestly.
Okay, the Daily Post next. And hear this story. I'm now ready to press my case against Akpabio, Natasha.
Yes, she's happy because on Friday, Akpabio's lawyers went to court suing Natasha for not one, not two, 20 billion naira.
Yeah.
That she defamed him, through several interviews granted in the electronics, the social media and all that. Natasha said, "Oh, I'm happy at last. I can now talk that." The privileges committee also they didn't allow her to state her case. Now the court will call her when the case comes up for hearing to hear her own side. Now she has every cause. She has opportunity to now open up and even say most of the things she didn't say. So glory to God for this. He said she's now thanking Akpabio for suing her. She's thanking Akpabio for suing her.
William Shakespeare gave us this line. He said, "Hell hath no fury
than a woman scorned."
Like a woman scorned.
Yes, and this is an example.
Okay, full draw for 2026 World Cup group stages confirmed.
Yes, exactly. There are group of
Nigeria is missing.
There are group of, but some they were missing. But we did have come. We managed with ASCON as a consolation.
Okay, win it. That's the consolation.
Yeah, we'll try and win.
Okay, until it's difficult. Okay, another story from the Daily Post this morning will be this one. Oh dear, let's get straight. Ayoke, APC playing politics with serious national issues. Sirake Dixon.
I also missed that in the news, so
Yeah.
I have no comment on that.
Osun election, Accord announces new chairman, other decisions.
Well, Accord is brazen up to obviously harness. I mean, what do I say? Harvest from the purported expected defection of the governor to the party. Meanwhile, they also understand that SDP is also expecting him. ADC is expecting him. So 3 parties are waving their flags to have him join them. So Accord Party has suddenly woken up. Maybe if he eventually goes to Accord, that would be a big boost for that party because a big fish is coming home to them.
Okay. I'm still in PDP. Wike replies to Raki, dismisses expulsion.
Well, no, he's the one saying it. But
Yeah.
whether it will stand is what I'm saying. Because even the people who gave the people who gave him the expulsion, they are not qualified to do that. Because if Anyanwu does not sign it, it can't stand. So the Seyi Makinde's faction being run for Ibadan, they don't have the power to do that.
You know, a cynic, let me state it here. It has just come to mind. A cynic once asked, is it not possible that God also created politicians in his own image?
But God's image is not, this is not a reflection of God's image.
No, that's what the cynic said.
The cynic should carry his cynicism out. Anyway.
I'm not the author. Okay then, let's try the Daily Trust here. It says irrigation farming under threat.
Usually there's this dry season farming that usually takes place in the north.
Yeah.
And I understand that the farmers, they make a kill of it, but the farmers are suddenly not happy because they said that it's no more profitable because prices are tumbling down. So the prices of grains are tumbling down. Even if they go to the farm to do that, they are not promised any huge returns, unlike in the past. So they are actually lethargic about going for this dry season irrigation because after putting all the works and all that, then security here and there, at the end of the day, you bring out your grain and then they are selling for so little. So they're not too happy with that. But the buying public is happy because the prices are tumbling down. But the farmers are not happy. So you see, it's a potpourri of this and that.
Okay, the same story I shared a while back. I'm still in PDP. Wike reacts to defection of reverse lawmakers.
Yeah, well, anyway,
I'm still in PDP.
Not today.
More stories from the Daily Post.
So let me quickly say, why you are looking at it, Wike will never. Okay, well, Wike may never defect. Because if we hunt him, you know why? He has said so many things that you can't. Wait till he say, now that one is want to continue with what Buhari did. He say, I will never. What am I looking for? I will never defect. To go to APC. No. So maybe those ones I will hunt him. But he said he will never accept any ministerial position. But he did.
After all, if he didn't dare.
If he didn't dare.
Yeah. So we'll leave it there. Okay. Open the door. Take a stand. End violence.
Yeah, Minister of Defense.
Sounds like an opinion piece.
Okay. Yeah, and because the photo I'm seeing there is that of Minister of Defense. Maybe it's a charge, right? Okay. Okay.
Trump, Rwanda, DR Congo leaders sign deal amid ongoing violence.
But I hope Rwanda and DRO will not regret it in the years to come, because when I look at not the letters, when I actually look at some aspect of that
spirit.
deal, the spirit of it, it is positively tweeted. Is it no
Tilted.
Tilted to the gains of the US. Because the minerals of these countries are going to be up for the U.S. grab of it. So I just hope that Africa should be very careful whatever bilateral, multilateral agreement we enter into some of these countries over, because they're not there. U.S. is not coming to save Nigeria, not coming to save Africa. When they come in here, there is always there is something there. There's a denominator.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm hoping in the future that Rwanda and the DR Congo will not regret this.
Okay, take your time from us. 29 minutes to 8, otherwise 7:31. You're listening to newspaper headliners from the Voice of the People, VOA. VOP, please. 90.3. Next, we'll take on the Nation newspaper. The lead story: Supreme Court to federal government implement judgment on direct allocations to local government.
Yeah, I don't know why. Again, you see, I don't know if you see. I mentioned it. There's an aspect in the constitution we need to amend. So it is going to be very difficult right now for the federal government to implement that. But even this is what I mean. On the one hand, you are saying the local governments are autonomous. On the other hand, in the same constitution,
joint account.
Not even joint account. You are saying that the local governments are under that the state have supervisory roles on the respective local government. So who defines what supervisory is? That's where the problem is.
Let me take you back to July last year, when the federal government went to the Supreme Court. You recall that late President Muhammadu Buhari invoked executive order number 10.
Yeah, 10. It's order 10.
Yeah,
yes.
but he was stopped by the court. The court told Mr. President then, you couldn't do that.
You couldn't do that.
Come the right way. So this present government went to court in July
and got the ruling.
Yeah. So only Delta State.
Yes, so far has been able to do that. Yes.
And at that point, Charles, could you say our problem is constitutional, or attitudinal?
A mixture of both. Attitudinal is about, the first is constitutional, the one I mentioned now. Okay, let me give an analogy. I have a son. Okay, you say my son can receive monies from his uncles without, as an autonomous being. Okay, but on the other hand, as a father, that I have supervisory role upon my son. So what stopped me when the money comes to my son? I say no. Let me supervise the way you spend it. So that's exactly where the ambiguity in the system, in the law is. So constitutionally we have ambiguity. Then again, you have also attitudinal problem with the way we run things. Now, except you go back to the constitution, you amend that aspect where it is expressly stated that the states have supervisory role upon the local government, then we may never get out of this quagmire, honestly.
All right. APC controls Rivers Assembly as
17. There's about 17 of them there.
16 as speaker, 16 others defect. Yeah.
But even the 10, have you forgotten that in 2023 it was 27 that left? That supposedly left because they said they didn't follow the due process, so they didn't leave.
If you ask me now,
so the 10 remaining, what happened overnight? The 10 remaining. So they've now chosen a for themselves the opposition leader.
You know, when I shared what a cynic said,
yes,
you waved it off. Politicians were also created in an image. Okay. Battle for Osun. Osun 2026, the election, the governorship election. In
what month? What month? I can't recall the month it's coming.
Oh dear.
No, okay. But I think it's 2026. After this, now have, you have 7 states that go through off-cycle election.
Scattered election.
Yes, yeah. Okay. It's began from Anambra, Do, Ekiti, Oshun. I think there are 2 more. Can't recall them. Anyway,
Yeah, two more.
2 more. I think about 6 or 7 of 7 states.
I trust a listener will,
Yes, they will help us. Will help us. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's move to the Tribune, the Nigerian Tribune, the lead story. Tinubu Akpabio governors bid Segun Awolowo farewell.
Okay, Awolowo's grandson.
Yeah.
I love the life he lived. Very quiet life. Very silent achiever. He didn't let the fame of being the sage's grandson to get into his head. Even though he may have benefited from the name Awolowo,
but
he became his own man.
The grandfather was introverted. quiet man.
Also, his policies, I understand, have brought him to the fore. So he was actually his own man. He benefited from his grandfather's name, but he didn't allow the name to get into his head. He quietly achieved. So I continue to wish him rest in peace. Yes, in the bosom of the Lord.
Yeah. Okay, there's a promise of a resurrection money.
Resurrection money, yes.
Okay, you can pray all night and be productive. Prosperity comes from work, not vigils. Oshomole is saying this.
I agree with him. I'm a Christian. I'm in the clergy myself.
Which of the are you? I knew.
I'm a Christian. Not Christian Chuku.
Okay,
I
knew only 2 Christians.
No, which of Christian Chuku and who?
Christian Madu.
No, on this man, I'm a Christian.
Oh, Christian.
By.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that even the Bible says, "Walk and pray."
It didn't say pray and pray.
Okay, actually, that's actually watch and pray. But the other one is he that
So
will not walk.
when you watch, you are walking.
He that will not walk will not eat. I think that's what I was looking for. He that will not walk will not eat. So all this, if you lock your shop 10 a.m. No, from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Say you are doing a faith clinic. People who are going to be patronizing they've gone to work. By the time it's 3 o'clock, say, go soja, you lock your shop, they are coming back in the evening after work. So where do you make the money? Is that God's fault?
Okay, here this next one. APC disqualifies Omishore, 6 others from Osun Gubai election.
Yeah, you recorded story. I already talked about it that they didn't follow due process. They were supposed to have 5 each members of the party that are card carrying, financially up to date, to sign their forms respectively across the local government. So they didn't follow that. So that's only two, Mukaila something and something that followed that, and then so that's why they were disqualified.
Okay. Another story from the Tribune is this one. Oh dear. EU fines Elon Musk's X £120 million for violating digital content rules.
You see, this is why media, we the media men and women, honestly, why is the media dragging Elon Musk? This is an X, X and X, but because they want to make the headline to be, people will rush over there. It has nothing to do with Elon Musk. Elon Musk and the lady, they don't part way for a long time. The lady has done something wrong. They're still dragging Elon Musk into the headline. Anyway, but I wish if it were here, people would say, "Oh, not today." But they definitely are, the case is going to be is going to run its course. That I am sure of, because of it's in yonder places.
All right. Okay then. Look for more stories in the Tribune today. Foreign story. In New Zealand, police recover Faberge egg from man after swallowing it for 6 days.
What's cabbage? Is that an animal?
Maybe an egg type. I don't know.
I missed it. I know that's why you have all manner of emu, kiwi, and all the animals you never find elsewhere. I understand just why you are still doing what they're doing. They said there are about 6 million. Is it 6 million or 60 million? 60 million kangaroos? No, 6 million kangaroos in Australia. 6 million kangaroos. That's a whole lot.
By the way, I was actually busy
Okay.
about the Osun election.
Oh, sure. Okay,
It's
the date.
August 8,
Aha,
2026.
thank you for the reminder.
August
Thank you.
8, 2026.
Yes,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Back to Nigeria. 4 teenagers killed in Borno explosion.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Kwara police nab 4 bandits arms couriers, suspected kidnapping gang member.
Yes, I understand it's the one from Sokoto. He will courier drugs to the criminals in Kwara area, because these criminals, most of them who suffered gun wounds, they are badly in need of treatment. So this man will take the drugs to them. So it was when he was going to supply them this consignment that he was now that he confessed to doing that. So you see, that's also they want, as I said, talked about taking the queen out of the anthill.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This is part of it.
Okay, hear that story on Akpabio and Natasha. Akpabio slams fresh 200 billion naira lawsuit on Natasha.
And
not 20.
No, not 20, not 20, not 2000, not 2. It's 200 billion naira. And
you gave me 20.
Oh no! Oh, was it 20?
Yeah,
oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's
I
200.
remember I saw 200.
Okay, it's 200. But Natasha is happy. Would you do? She's happy. Say, oh, glory to God. Now I'm going to have to split the bills.
Okay, hear this one. SDP's Adebayo prepared to fix Nigeria. Pastor Igodalo.
Which Adebayo? You said Adebayo. Oh, but is it the Adebayo we know? The one Adebayo?
It's for the
listener to
yeah.
Where
a pastor from your state, Igodalo. Is that how you pronounce it?
I am forward looking. I'm looking towards my future. That's the meaning. Igodalo.
Okay.
Esa is Igodalo. Benin is Igodaro. We also Igodaro. Yeah.
Mother tongue.
It's Igodalo. So I am expecting something good in future to happen. So my future is what no, how do I say now? Yes, I'm forward looking. That's what it means in the name. Yes.
Okay, federal government begins payment of 185 billion naira debt owed natural gas producers.
Okay, the supplier. Yes, I think there was a case like that. That's good. That's good. Yes, that's good.
All right, folks, that will just about do it for papers today. I'm sure you've had
quite a lot, a full
dose.
More than
so time for you to react. You know what to do.
Choose any. Let us know which one you have chosen, and then go straight.
Please stick with the story we shared. Don't manufacture your story. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we expect you. So usually know how it goes. You first of all let us know what story has caught your fancy. Tell us your name, where you're calling us from, and then go straight to it. But please, as we said, do not come here and be telling us the story of the thing we didn't share. So that's why we had to always, because it helps us here when you tell us exactly what is here. Go ahead.
Okay, we have a first listener here. Yeah. Hello, good morning to you.
This is Okanbelina.
Okanbe, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah.
And I'm calling from Yakubu.
Okay.
About the pensioners that want to protest. I think those pensioners should protest.
Naked? They should protest naked?
You say they not protest. Yeah, I want them protest. So.
No, I said you should change the models they are going to employ.
They should not change. They should do that very one. Maybe they should do that. That's naked. Now you will touch this government. I've not seen.
Oga. Please,
yes?
Please. I know you are a father, a husband, and
an uncle.
So, an uncle.
You know, allow me to talk now. Let me make my position clear. I think that is the only thing that will touch this government, because you cannot expect our elders to be suffering like this. Some of them collect 24,000. Some of them collect 30,000.
All right.
A whole month. Go to Western countries.
60 seconds. Thank you.
Okay, but let me restate what I said. I said I'm not saying they should not protect, but they should change the models.
The style.
How can grandmothers and grandmothers be coming to do nakedness? Why now?
Good morning, please.
Very good morning to Ambassadorial. The Prince Idego, as a good morning to all of you.
We greet you. Go on.
And my name is Prince Y. the city, the center of universe. Now, this was number one. This era of Facebook that when do something now, do what you see you. Can father naked in the public and you allow the children to be watching naked throughout the whole world, or the mother naked himself and allow the whole world to see his nakedness? After we do this, the debt will follow them to eternity. So this website class you can present your mother, you can go to court, but naked as if it's good for the
60 seconds are up. Thank you. Why is reacting to the first caller?
Oh, okay. How can grandmothers and grandfathers?
No, it's all right. We have another caller here. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Welcome.
I am Mr. Polycarp from Atlanta.
Yeah, Polycarp, welcome.
Yes, I love your conversations this morning. The one that intrigues me most is the arrest of these criminals, terrorists somewhere in the north, if I'm not mistaken. Let it not be audio or something, as a matter of fact. Let the arrest continue and let them show us where the arrest will have, they don't parade those who have been arrested and make sure that the arrest continues, because I call this one God's intervention. If Trump did not talk, what would have been our fate? Thank you, gentlemen, and God bless you.
I appreciate it. Bless you. That's
too.
fine. Good.
The line is free. We shared many stories with you. So, which one caught your fancy? Which one tickled you? Hello, good morning.
Do something about your radio.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Well, I look this pensioner that I want to protest. I firmly believe there are many ways to protest. It's not that they must be naked. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
So, the idea of nakedness, I know maybe they feel that maybe they are trying and the government is not listening to them and they feel they need to this level. I remember when there is a future police issue of Kyle Makada. I joined an Australian of state like this, and the policeman had to hit a Makada man and they tried to drag him in the car. I tell you, the young man pulled out his clothes and ran down and said, this machine, I lost, and they shouldn't the money for the high. You can't get with it. When the people, by his nakedness, people shouted to the policeman. Can't you look at this man that is naked before you?
For you, the modus is a
exactly. No, yes. There are other ways you can advance some of these things.
Another listener is here. Good morning to you.
Hello, Stephen James.
Good morning to you.
You people cannot test the government to get their pension. Obasanjo and Tinubu is collecting pension at the government Lagos State. Obasanjo is collecting all these things in our system without protest. Is it not a shame? Everything in the world goes to protest. And they will not listen. The fathers can pay their money. I support them to go naked. Even about 1929, about women's they went on naked before colonial master listen to them. What is it? Every time when I continue to suffer, quite unfortunate, they should go naked. I support them for the time.
Okay. All right. Please, FG, pay them their pension. Don't let them go naked, though. I beg. Pay them their pension. But it's quite sad that people who have served this country are being owed so many months and years.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Jones.
Welcome.
My name is Odina. I'm calling from Ejiko.
Welcome.
So the pensioners, I support them to protest, but not naked. We are above that. But there is another thing I want to add there. Nigerian workers, when they are in service, how do they work? Everybody wants to keep the company, the station he's working. Many of them work in red. How is the red today? So now after they have embezzled all the whole money where they are working, they need another pension. So that is my problem in Nigerian workers. Anybody living in company, they will always like to kill the company, embezzling money. After then, you will be looking for pension. So let them protest, but not naked. Thank you.
That's another angle to it.
Yeah.
All the corruption in the system now, it's the same corruption they left in the system that is now haunting them, according to him.
Charles, my trouble is that of all the stories we share.
Honestly, this one I think they get that.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Greet you.
Is my name.
Welcome.
On the what have you between Congo and Rwanda,
Yes. And
Professor DJ Trump.
Yeah.
I think Africans have to be very careful. When I saw that news yesterday, I was looking at it as like it was a monkey shop banana. US and the Western developed world, they do not do anything for free unless they are seeing that there's something there they can get. Why is the African Union not united to sort out issues for Africans instead of taking our resources and what have you to the Western world that is already developed? And as for sure, if I were Fayo and initially, I will never contest anything in that state. I will never. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate.
The line is still free. We have room for 1-2 more calls. Hello. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Hello. Good morning, Citizen James.
I greet you.
Yes, my name is Citizen James. Calling from Mushi.
All right.
Yes, I want to react on Natasha and Fabio saga.
Okay.
What I want is that Fabio should continue in a covenant, not fighting any other team, which is really relevant. For the other one, which our elders wanted to go naked, it is not okay. Not okay. Please, they should share their thoughts and go to court.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry, guy. Before you go, as an Ibibio man, I'm sure as an Akwa Ibom man, I know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
The plan is revolting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate. It's so, but maybe, Okabelina is ought to be my brother. If I think it's a do. Okay, after this.
Okay. Please help us.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
My brother, issue keeps calling for my dad. Yeah. I want to tell you that when others can take it to that extent to protest, you know, Gary don't pass, water don't pass Gary. I want to tell you the truth. And they are making a statement. And, you know, in our own local palace, that statement, sometimes it can be a blessing and sometimes can be a curse. So let's leave that one. Then, yeah, the issue of the Natasha or whatever, we are tired of all this nonsense. Let them give us good governance. Let them give us issues that will bring things.
Thank you. 60 seconds.
What I was going to say, Okangbe is an Edo name, so I suppose. He also understand if he had lived in Edo before he came to Lagos. You understand what we call Awai? Awai is what they call a war in Yoruba.
Yeah.
Awai. When somebody do is Awai for now, it means that this one is forbidden. I mean, that's maybe he may have been arguing on the point of anger. Yeah. And he supported that because these people are being old, so he may have been angry for him to advance that cause that they should go naked.
Sometimes
Awai is called Awai in Edo.
Charles, sometimes I find myself in a difficult place.
Yes.
When somebody, under the guise of freedom of exercising his freedom of speech, will say things that are not measured.
Yeah, not measured, exactly. But again, before I leave, people should know that calling on a radio station is not a right, it's a privilege. When a radio station has decided to open their phone numbers for you to call, a phone line for you to call, it's a privilege. So when you call, it means that they want to hear your own opinion. But it doesn't mean that it's a right. You have to now start, how do I say it now? breathing down their neck.
Become intemperate.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Charles Sosia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, we are done. Our next program is at 8. Good morning one more time.
Radio station is supposed to inform.
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique. That is women, black women.
Educate.
So what you need to do now is go to www.
And also entertain you.
Chapter systems are offline.
Number 1 for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you a voice.
It's about that time for this conversation.
We want to know what the public has to say.
Your voice.
Fuel subsidies removed.
My voice. Our voices must be heard.
Problem here, as far as I'm concerned, it's not helping the society because the way things are going now, everything has gone up.
For current news and daily updates, trends and vibes, vital information and more. Tune in daily to the best radio station. VOP, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos. Now you have a voice.
This December, something glorious is happening. It's time to lift our voices, our hearts, and our hands because hope is alive again. Join Christian Pentecostal Mission International for our annual National Thanksgiving Service. Theme, Thanksgiving of Hope. Date, Sunday, December 7th, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. prompt. Venue, Believers Cathedral, 10/12, Latif Salami Street, off Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Ajao Estate, Lagos. It's going to be a day of joy, music, and divine encounter. Ministering Reverend Dr. Mercy Ezekiel, General Overseer, and a powerful worship experience with Minister Sinach. Don't just hear about it. Be there. Come with your praise, your gratitude, and your testimony because this year, hope will dance again. CPM. Jesus Christ is
Fẹ́lá ní ká ẹ play.
Ó ti àṣọ la fẹ́. Hip hop ní ká ẹ play jọ.
Ṣẹ́yìn ilé ìjó ni ẹ̀ ń tiro ẹ̀ ń tẹ̀pá ẹ wá ń dá sọ́rọ̀ ìjó.
A radio station is supposed to inform.
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique. That is women, black women.
Educate.
So what you need to do now is go to www.
And also entertain you.
Chapter systems are offline.
Number 1 for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you a voice.
From coast to coast, border to border, the economy, shipping, imports, exports, land water transportation will bring you all through the voices of our two experienced presenters, Francis Chilaka and Dili Utomi, with a tier of notable experts in the industry. Join us this Sunday, 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. live on the Maritime and Border Show, here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Join us.
Good morning, Otutoma, Ekara, Meka, Emesere, Inakwana, VOP 90.3 FM, the voice of the people.
right, folks, good morning one more time. We're stepping into the second offering for today, Citizen Jones this morning. What we do, as you now are familiar with, is simple. We interrogate issues that get thrown up by my country, your country, and these issues come at the speed of thought. We go there, where angels fear to tread. We go there. So today, social media regulation. Senator Ned Nwoko stimulates call after false assassination claim. Did you get that right? Social media regulation. Senator Ned Nwoko stimulates call after false assassination claim. In his fiery days as Federal Minister of Information and Culture, the government of late President Muhammadu Buhari elected very fiercely to regulate the social media in our country. Of course, there was a groundswell of criticism. Cynics, along with major and minor commentators, gave names to the idea. Some of the comments bordered on the assault on free speech and opinion. The idea was dropped. Well, like an old idea whose time has come, the senator representing Delta North, Ned Nwoko, has resurrected the idea. According to him, the spread of false information on social media must be arrested immediately. Senator Nwoko related a recent embarrassing incident where a TikToker falsely accused him of plotting to kill his estranged wife, Regina Daniels. As far as Senator Nwoko is concerned, making serious, unfounded claims via the social media has become a common trend, causing real damage to individuals. The member of the Red Chamber reiterated his support for a social media bill pending in the National Assembly, which seeks to require social media campaigns to register in Nigeria, social media companies to register in Nigeria and open offices. Before you run away with it, let me inform you that the following countries have one thing in common: China, Russia, North Korea, and Saudi Arabia. They all have regulated the social media in their countries. Let's go there. I have the indomitable Dr. Moses Adebayo guesting. Moses, I greet you. Good morning.
I greet the great citizen and everyone listening right now. As it is said for me, freedom without restraint is just bondage that is veiled. I say that again. Anything you call freedom or you refer to as freedom, but there's no restraint, no level of control. You are only in bondage, although you don't know. Your prologue is as apt as ever, and it has assumed a scary dimension that even assassination threat. I mean, that's not going to be a chance anymore. For someone to have thought of that, yes, I've heard of the family Senator Ned over time. I feel in Nollywood, an actress there, a thespian, they can always act. Maybe just keep making. But it's taking another dimension entirely.
But is it not crazy to have many Nigerians, unscrupulous Nigerians, go to the social media with the least thing that happens in their family? My child cannot pass his school, his exams. You go to the media. You have trouble eating.
It's as petty as a former Chelsea player, I can't remember the name now, a South African a French player that was born in South Africa, once had an issue with his cat, and that was posted on the social media. That's how petty that platform can be. It has many good sides, don't get me wrong, because it's helped save many lives. But the fact that it is not regulated, and anything that won't be regulated, then chaos is just the other name.
Consider this one. You are witness to a felony about to be committed. Rather than help, somebody is in distress, rather than apply what you call what you regard as a first aid. You want to upload the picture.
Sure, just because you
and
want
be
to
the first to go on.
One, and also gather traffic, as they say, because there are some companies that pay you because you have many followers, many eyeballs that have seen that. Look, all these things only reflect the times we live in, the rather perverse, unscrupulous times we live in, and it's unfortunate. Senator Ned's case only underlines the very important issue, very deep issue that must be taken care of. Look, I forever appreciate the commission, especially the print media. And one thing about print media is that there is no story you ever find on a page of any serious tabloid now that will not have what you call attribution. That is one very key thing I learned in communication. No story just get there by
the source.
There must be someone, and attribution implies regulation, and regulation ensures order. So you report a story, or this and this happened, then they can always trace it to who reported it, where did you get the story from. But that's not the case of the social media. I dare add to what you said in your prologue, China, Saudi Arabia. As a matter of fact, the optics on the West, or let me say, what they perpetuate, is one of the reasons some people are emboldened to do whatever. After all, any country that goes against or that wants to regulate, you can expect the West to come up, or they are trying to gag the press. They don't want free, but that's not democratic. Whereas countries like Australia, take it from me, Canada, even United Kingdom, they are regulating. They do regulate. Some states in America some states in America now, you can't afford to take your phones to school anymore as a kid. These are parts of ways they want to regulate. Yet, if any country does that, especially maybe in Asia or in Africa, you can expect the West to react that, they are trying to gag the press and they maybe impose some sanction and the like. But in their own countries, with unsuspecting Nigerians now who don't know, they say, maybe now everything is just Trump, come and save us. So I can imagine the reaction that will follow what Senator Ned has suggested. If there should be a regulation, you can be assured, you can go to bed with that. The next call will be that, okay, we'll let Donald Trump come in, as if even if we have to cook our pot of soup now, Donald Trump must come and eat with us. It is ridiculous. Anything, as I've said, any freedom that does not have regulation around it, our constitution, our grown up, makes it clear that you have a right to expression, but don't forget that your right to expression has a limit called slander or libel.
Yeah, otherwise your expression must be measured.
It should be.
Temperate. Use temperate language.
That's it. Your right to life does not mean if you take another person's life, your life will be taken.
Very recently, they said my friend, the great Ebenezer Obey, had passed.
I heard the story.
Until I saw him on October 1st this year. He said, my brother, I also heard it. People are crazy.
Really.
So I think Ned Nwoko has this one right.
The fact, of course, anyway, you're emphasizing he has this one right implies that it could be very, very. The family could be a very funny one. Yeah, of course. Now, mine is this: a platform that allows just anything. As someone have coined, and I've joined them, say our anyhowness is the reason we are is the reason we are what we are right now. If a child will go. Not so long ago, okay, maybe let me say some 4 or 5 years, I read the story of Femi, the illustrious son of the legendary Fela Kuti. Said he had to close all the social media platforms. He left all of them because he couldn't stomach some things that come from some kids. Some even argued as in the father, Fela was his father. He even said that before Fela became the hit we all refer to today, we still refer to many of his aphorisms, his songs and like that. That 9 albums, Fela never sold anything. Until the 10th album, when he got his breakthrough. He lived with Fela now. He knows his father. Yet, some kid, as he said, will come online and insult him, telling him that this was what Fela was. So he felt he couldn't stomach such insult anymore. He had to leave. And that tells you, that's the metaphor of the social media sometimes, when it is as an unbridled, unrestrained. And I will always quote you, as much as you have your love for youth and whatever they represent, but the fact that many of them are unrestrained, and that's not life.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that I have the right to swing my arms anywhere, but please remember that it can as well hit my nose. So where your freedom starts sometime or ends sometime is where mine stands. And the social media does not afford you that luxury of regulation. Again, I go back to the West because I can imagine some listening right now. They want to. Nobody is advocating a total ban or maybe a ban. Let me just put it that way. But there must be regulation. I stumbled on a particular tabloid about 15 years ago, sometime this week, about 15 years ago, you know, and I enjoy one thing. One about the premier is the permanence. And secondly, because of the permanence, you can always refer to a particular story to a particular source.
Yeah.
But can you do that with the social media? Not really. Even the broadcast here, we can't afford to say just anything right now. Otherwise, we infringe on the law.
The regulator is what
is listening. That is the truth.
And the enforcer is also listening.
Of course. So, but the platform that gives you an unlimited, unbridled, unrestrained freedom is also tying you with a noose and may destroy you.
Maybe they are trying to tell me that the African values, African norms and values don't have any room for decency, you know, anymore.
If that is what we portray to the world, then it's unfortunate. If that's the posture, that is the sorry posture we've adopted, then it's unfortunate. I still will come to you. I know Baba Jones will be somewhere listening. I dare not say certain things. And even if I'm on a platform where I can't I restrain myself? Because the story you refer to, assassination by enemy, is not a child's play.
The TikToker, according to Ned, apologized, but Ned is asking.
Apologize?
The apology take away the... what
I go to a market square. I accuse Mr. A is a thief. He is a burglar. Be careful. Now, many people just heard that. They possibly went away. If I go back to retract my statement, oh, Mr. A is no longer... How many people that heard me the first time heard me the second time? They will walk with the first impression and they may see Mr. A anywhere and maybe even get him destroyed or killed.
Who said so? The first cut is the deepest.
Of course. Very true. So, because this platform is not regulated, and when I remember the last government, yes, there was a time, there was an outright ban when President Buhari had to censor Twitter then, now what they call X. Yeah. But the fact that there is a government somewhere, as a matter of fact, the government should not hesitate to ensure that there are levels of decorum.
Yeah.
There should be a level of regulation. If we are thinking of what the West will say, we're a sovereign nation. Put that way.
So the listener does not think I'm practicing the regulation from here. Let's invite the listener. If you feel up to joining issues with us, do so. Please get the subject matter right. Social media regulation. Senator Ned Nwoko stimulates call after fake assassination claim. Let's go there. You have the number. Let's get talking if you can. We'll make it a dialogue, not a monologue. Yeah. So as you said, the Buhari government had trouble dealing with this matter.
True. And it bordered on certain allegations, certain postulations. Some people just posted certain things that could possibly hurt the nation.
Yeah.
And they had to take action.
Especially about people in government.
True. You don't expose already politically exposed people to further danger. You don't go out as in labeling people and you endanger their lives.
I have a first listener here. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Citizen James.
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Pius. I'm calling you from Benin.
Okay, Pius.
Yeah, we were very nice. The discussion there is
we are doing this to the Pius.
So good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Yeah.
It's a welcome development. But like I think Stephen James mentioned at the beginning of the intro, he said China does it and other countries too. I think when we are emulating, we need to emulate China. They kill their corrupt politicians. I think we too should do the same too, so that at least it's good when we do all these things together. It is good so that at least we move forward. Because if we do one and we don't do the other one, I think just like somebody who is playing two and leave 9 on play.
So make we also talk about what they do in Saudi Arabia. If you are caught with hard drugs, you are killed. Make we go this.
Yeah. Anything that will make Nigeria work.
That is
anything that will make Nigeria work now. Let us put all together so that Nigeria.
60 seconds.
I think I got Pius drift.
I got him.
I got Pius drift. But no extreme. And that's why I said it. carefully, we are not campaigning for an outright ban on the social media, but a regulation. Let's regulate. There are some lines you can't cross.
Companies should come and register here.
True. We are not asking for too much. And as a matter of fact, there is a level of regulation even ongoing, because I can imagine some platforms when you cross their own lines, because they have their regulation now, they will let you know that
they ask you.
That's the truth.
All right, let me take another listener here. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Citizen Jones.
Yes,
I greet your guest. This is Baba G calling from Uwazurike.
I greet you as well.
Yeah, honestly, if you ask me from day one, under the former president, when they started the National Assembly wanted to pass it into law, I supported it wholeheartedly, honestly, because we have too much charlatans on the social media space. Because you cannot just come on air and post anything you like, even on the street. You will hear some rumor. If you are trying to correct them, instead they will abuse you. So honestly, I wish we have only intelligent people on the social media. They think before they talk. I think you can laugh. But for now, honestly, I don't want to mention something. Something happened, not quite very popular. Let me not mention it here.
Yeah.
Look at somebody, look at the way he uses social media to broadcast a very thousand statement that affect the generality of the people. So I think they should regulate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Baba G. Yeah.
Still following that line, it's obvious. I said that our ground norm that permits your right to life, your right to freedom of speech, your right to association, that's your right to freedom of movement, also tells you that when there is war or a pandemic, as we had just from 5 years ago, the government is duty bound to come in and regulate things. So if the whole country is regulated, how come a online section will not be regulated?
Yeah. Let me drop this here. During my first show, a story came up about retirees, pensioners, threatening to protest naked across the country.
Mm-hmm.
A listener specifically said, yes, I support it. And I tried to moderate his talk. He said, you have come again to stop me from making my freedom. I exercise my freedom of expression. Yeah, you got it.
I understand what you're saying.
Is not boundless. Nobody said so.
Freedom, as I posited earlier, freedom without restraint is just veiled bondage.
You have a freedom to speed as you like on the highway. They say speed thrills, but it kills.
It kills, yes.
It's a choice.
Definitely.
You make the choice.
This is not, even in the jungle, there is a level of order there. Go to the ants.
Yeah.
I remember clearly, the Bible is not just for spiritual dimensions now. Possibly the most chaotic period in the history of Israel, the old Israel then, was when they lacked leaders, and you find them in the book of Judges now. How that everybody did what was right in his own sight. What was your own moral standard may just not be mine, and that is chaos in the making.
Let me take another listener. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
I've been enjoying your conversation since. You see, it is real. Wrong allegation is so dangerous. When you tell people that see what's happened and it's lie, it's very dangerous. And this will always come in a corrupt system. Our system is so corrupt, and even corrupt from the head. What if you can imagine where you are supposed to be now? We wouldn't have been giving money again. We would have been giving people money, but our corrupt leaders, they cannot repent. So the system will continue like this. It will continue because the corrupt is too bad, and there's no any punishment for them. So other people are trying to even do their own way of corruption. We love it corrupt, so we should pray because it's so deadly.
Thank you.
Because it's a platform that no one regulates, as I said, linking it to what happened then in the old Israel, where everyone did what was right in his own eyes. and chaos was just the name. That defined the entire society. What was your own moral standard or benchmark was not mine, and everywhere was just upside down.
I remember the saying in your Bible, go to the ant, thou sluggard.
Yeah.
Consider its ways and be wise.
These very little creatures, even the bees, they have organization. Somebody's in charge of something. There's order. And when, as I was saying, a platform that is not regulated will always accommodate misinformation, disinformation, malinformation, and these have been tools in the hands of some very, very evil-hearted people. I used to use that strong word now. Look at take disinformation, for example. Disinformation, DIS information. Now, a case where you deliberately go out there with some to malign, to destroy, and with something that is not true. Misinformation is, you may mean well with me, but you are wrong with the information.
Otherwise, the other name for it is fake news.
Fake news.
You go to town with a story that is not
true, with the intention
of maligning your country
and even harming as many. And it has been the platform where so many. Now, please listen out there. The social media is neutral with terms of morals. It's not good or not bad, neither good nor bad. It's what you do with it.
I have another listener here. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Citizen George.
I greet you, sir.
And your guest. Nice program. My name is Dominic. I'm calling you from Satellite Town.
Dom, I greet you. Welcome.
Yes, regulating of social media is long overdue in Nigeria. I am 100% in support of it. Because you make reference to China, you make reference to India, you make reference to Russia.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia. Fantastic. I think we should do that. While we are doing that also, we should replicate how they regulate their government officials, president, vice president, all the officials of traveling abroad for medical care. We should also regulate that. We should also regulate our government officials going to abroad, okay, for their children, for having education, while the children of the poor is not having education here in Nigeria. They should also regulate all the people who should be in government officials going to abroad for medical care. All our medical institutions should also be working. Right. Our roads should also be working, okay? 60 seconds. Yes. 60 seconds, I know. So they should also regulate all that so that all of us will be on the same page.
Yeah.
Well, I can almost tell from some of our callers, our esteemed callers now, that possibly some of them have been victims of certain things that untoward things that emerge from social media. You hear people say, I can't afford someone cast aspersion on my hard-earned reputation. Citizen Jones is not Citizen Jones just by fiat or by mistake. 50 years and counting of diligence, commitment to this craft. Today you are well, or you are up there, respected, looked upon. If someone just goes out there because he's bitter, because he's whatever, and says certain things that are not true, and you feel that person, you just go like that, such a platform, what happened in 50 years? Somebody wants to pull down in just a 5-minute tweet?
Somebody would say, go to court.
No. There must be. See, we are humans. We have our minds. We are created by God. We should look. Nobody. I'll keep saying, please don't say it, because sometimes I will listen differ. Some people think, Trump is coming to attack Nigeria. Trump is never coming to attack Nigeria, to attack terrorists.
So.
He never said so.
He said he was coming to help fight the enemy.
That's it. Also, we are not saying that there should be a ban on social media. No. But regulation is inevitable.
All right. I have another listener here. Good morning to you.
Citizen Jones, good morning, Charles. I greet you.
This is not Charles. This is Dr. Moses.
Okay, Moses. My name is Obina, calling from Medical. We are not arguing with you people about the regulation of social media. It's good. We know all what we are talking. But let them not refer us with other countries. If we want to do it, let us also do what they are doing. If we want to barb our hair, let us shave our beards. That is what we are talking here. When we regulate social media, let us regulate all things, how the government operates. That is what we are talking here. Not that we don't know that what they are doing on social media is not good. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Maybe I even joined that train of thought, but I hope you know that our listeners now who have called for the regulation should be extensive. I hope you know that I can also advocate that it should be regulated concerning Nigerians. A Nigerian that will carelessly dump rubbish anywhere should also. You don't do some things in Singapore. You don't even spit anyhow in Singapore on the street.
And some would tell you, I'm creating content. What is the other one?
Because they want to gather traffic and the like, because they get paid at the end of the day. Look, I say this. We can as well, oh yes, let it be regulated, let our leaders do everything in Nigeria, let their kids come back. Fine. After all, we have to build Nigeria by ourselves. But let this regulation also extend to that man that will carelessly just throw things from his car and feels who am I responsible to? If we take it to that level.
Moses, the listener or the man or the woman who thinks from the studios of a radio or TV station, we can effect change. It does not. Rulership is not magic.
No, now
you have a citizen's right to go to the National Assembly, present your bill.
Anything worth called being a state.
Not exploit that.
Anything worth being called a state is about the government and the governed. In fact, as a matter of fact, the governed, we make the larger population. So if we want regulation for all our sector of life, then it will affect we the followers as well. Yes.
And my country, your country, you know, it's very popular to have a thing like this. When a particular felon is nabbed and is in the process of being punished,
ethnic coloration comes in. Ethnic colorations.
You have things like now lay him.
You know, your own thief is your own thief. My own thief is my thief. Look, Rwanda, for example, right now, you can't afford to dump just anywhere. It's heavily regulated because they want their health system well protected.
Moses, Rwanda, like Nigeria, committed suicide in April 1994.
Genocide.
Well,
you call it suicide?
Yeah, committed suicide. You know, when somebody went on air and
carelessly
stupid thing,
and it inflamed.
Went on a suicide
because someone and on a platform on the radio that's even regulated. How much more an unregulated platform?
Okay. I have another listener here, so I'd say good morning to him.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome.
My brother, I
greet you as well.
Talking about regulation of social media. So, yes, it's very, very good. In fact, when you go, it's okay. I support him. It's just like you, Stephen Jones, you have been doing in that in your office. People give you name, where you different type of shit and everything. Because you control people, the callers. You tell them this is what you read in the newspaper news. They will leave there. Something that you read. Begin to tell you and when you call that person up, the person will be crying and talking. So this is the best way to say where there be regulation in Nigeria. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you too.
You know, why do you think we have laws? You know, if I refer to what Thomas Hobbes said then, possibly maybe imaginary or never really happened, that when state was unregulated, uncontrolled, unrestrained, life was short, brutish, and nasty. Then longevity was never an issue because someone would just come from somewhere and deprive you of your life until they came together. Okay, we are going to have a government. We submit our sovereignty to the government, and we have we follow, we monitor what they are doing, and states keep evolving even till we have it right now. Look, there can't be any world, whether real or imaginary, live or online, where regulation will not be a part of it. Otherwise, if you want to always refer to Bangladesh, Kenya, the like, social media has played a huge role in what has happened right now. And I will never forget what happened in 2020. Brilliant protest. It started as a brilliant protest, but it spiraled, it snowballed into chaos, anarchy, out of control because it was not regulated. It wasn't regulated. And I will say it again and again. Say whatever I have to say. The fact that I lost virtually all I've ever worked for in my life. I wasn't in government. I'm not in government even now. Yet somebody felt, oh, they're protesting, fine. But because you have the freedom to protest, you now went as far as burning libraries, burning bookshops, burning cars that belong to innocent Nigerians. And you don't want that to be regulated? Come on.
If you say the bulk of those who did that were illiterate, then go...
No, now there should be regulation. There must be.
Whereas it is said the man who does not read has no advantage over the man
who cannot read. Yeah, that's true. In fact, it's even worse off. And he doesn't read because he has the ability to read. He has the capacity to read, but he doesn't read. Unlike the man who can't read, is not equipped to read. So let's make it clear. Senator Nedwoko, as I said, of course, is human, a funny character with the family. It could even be whatever skits now. But deeper issue, the fact that he wants a case, let there be. And I think we should not talk about this anymore.
His bill is ongoing, so we should support his bill. Another listener is here, so I'd say good morning to him or her. Hello, are you there? Hello, there's a listener here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sister Joe. Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, Mayor from Kotiegbe.
Okay then.
Yeah, see, in this aspect of protest, you said it that we should go with the headlines. You said it that the headlines. Let it out for the
I'm not talking about protest, please.
No, you mentioned that now. You mentioned that now. You said that's what I call up, but this is what you didn't ask for new brother with that. You said I'm bringing it out now. This is who you ask. Okay, that's by the way. Now, we said bill. Because it's to affect them. You see our rulers. We are not going to get according to rulers. You see them trying to save themselves. Now it concerns him now. You want to pass a bill now. Where is his ready face? Where is he?
Thank you. Did you get him?
Anyway, I got him. Only that
maybe you let me know.
Now for me, look, I will always refer to one very favorite parable of my Igbo brothers. Now I can't speak Igbo, but let me just as they interpret. When the body of someone unknown to you is being carried maybe for burial, whatever, internment, or you may just assume it's a log of wood. That would be an assumption. But when the day someone very close to you goes that route, you understand that truly people die. If you've been a victim of what comes from the unbridled nature of the social media, whereby anything goes, anyhowness, you understand. If I told you 5 years down the line, still trying to gather one or two things to buy some books again, which there are some editions that are out of circulation because they got burnt. If I told you I'm still trying to put things together because I'm a major victim of what happened after answers, what about that? And all this came from the fact that somebody was not being controlled. Someone felt it was his right to protest endlessly, carelessly. Social media affords you that, so it should be regulated, please. I'm a living witness to that.
Yeah, Moses, isn't it scandalous for any law-abiding Nigerian to take everything in his family to the
I said earlier, it's become so ridiculous that some, even possibly their whatever, they tell you what they are wearing, what they are not wearing. A footballer got himself in trouble into murky waters because he posted what transpired between him and his cat. Oh, yeah. I mean, if a serious platform will not accommodate such nonsense, no, it's ludicrous, preposterous.
Some responsible platforms regulate themselves.
No, that's why regulation in this aspect, what that senator is proposing, is on the government side, because some platforms actually do regulate.
All right, I have another listener here. Good morning to you.
And the listener is me. I greet you. What a great to John. Our daughter is morning to you as well. My opinion is why something promotion. The city in the center of the universe.
I'm counting.
Let's prepare some now.
For me, I'm very +1 is support your regulation. If it has your ticket and you leave this people to go where they are going, it will destroy the country. It will spread Nigeria to region tribal war in this country. So we should do it right now, and we should order it every day and night. And most people they are behind the camera giving out me a lot of fake news, telling some please,
all right, thank you.
I can imagine our very respected caller now, Prince YS. I mean, he sounds elder. He must be an elderly person. And on the social media platform, because it's not regulated, and a boy that is not up to 15 years, that is not up to even to a teenager, will speak so wildly to a man like that. And look, that the times are changing does not change certain principles. If you don't want to just cook or kutwe, as you're about to say, but just show that honor thy father and thy mother and those above you, that your days may be long. If a platform affords you that opportunity to insult anybody, you feel nobody should be regarded, you just get yourself destroyed. It's as simple as that. So if you're out there, you think because nothing should restrain you, you will restrain yourself by yourself. Really?
Moses, so nobody would complain that you are trying to block free opinion.
We are not. No, you are free to express yourself, but there must be regulation. This is not a banana. In fact, as I said before, even in the jungle, there is order.
Even in Banana Republic, you couldn't afford to be seen going for an unripe banana. The banana has to be ripe.
You can't go bananas even in Banana Republic. For real. Look, I think I will quote the American president before the Panama Canal was built. Then after he said 3 centuries of talk, it's about time we took action. It's about time we made this a reality in our midst. Let whatever they say from the West, as I've said, the hypocrisy of the West is not sitting sometime. Oh, they are very quick to come. I'm sure when China, possibly Saudi Arabia, Russia, and could do that, you can expect the West now, that the vanguard of the free world, to where anything goes. Yet in their countries, they regulate their own social media. What are we talking about here?
All right, another listener is here. Good morning to you.
Hello.
I greet you.
Good morning.
Welcome.
My name is Igidi George.
George, go on.
I'm calling from Ago.
All right.
I always want you people to balance your talking. You don't just bring only one person. He will not be saying the other side of social media. We have known how many people social media has helped. People that are trapped, somebody will send it and there will be a rescue. And there are so many other good things. Even this present government, they came into social media. They were able to, everything that the other party was doing that time, they castigated it, they blocked so many things. In fact, some of them even say that it's the right of Boko Haram to operate. It was on social media. Even government lies in social media. In their platforms, they put fake news there. Even they don't talk about it. Why? How many times have they said that Saudi Arabia has lifted this and that? United Arab Emirates, they will just say they are come and told us lies, and the new of you will be responsible. So
thank you. 60 seconds.
I hope. Thank you, Charles. I guess that's the name now. I hope you listened earlier. Listening is ever an art. I've said and I maintain the social media is neutral on the onset. And it has helped so many lives, no denying that. Even what is good deserves regulation. Permit me to go scriptural again. Even honey, as good as honey is, if you take honey.
Are you saying the last caller does not understand that the social media has its ugly side?
Look, even those things that are very good.
Expects me here
to regulate it for him.
to tell government what you are doing is wrong.
No, they're even listening. That's the joy. I know people listen a lot.
It is not my place.
The social media has a lot. Even the good things that are on that platform should also be regulated. I was giving you an example of the honey. As good as honey is to the body, if you take it in excess, it will now have this negative effect on you. Even those that are good on social media must not be there because they have not been gone through. They must have been censored. I have good intentions. What I'm doing is real, is true. I'm helping lives. It's on social media. But it should also be regulated. Because may your good not be spoken of in an evil manner. May what you intend to be good or what you even do to be good not now spread up or become something evil. Because some people who are not regulated, some people who are just careless will not make bad out of what they're good. That is it. So we're not against it. Look, we've said it again and again. So please listen carefully. The social media has helped many lives, very, very many lives. As a matter of fact, I'm in the lecturing world. I lecture, and it has made my work far easier than I can imagine. Talk of some 10, 15 years ago, or even 20 years ago. I wouldn't do something I'm doing right now. But then, even the good things that are on social media should also be regulated.
Another listener is here. Good morning. You are here.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. My name is Yakubu. I'm calling from Yakubu. I support the regulation of the social media because at times you find it so disgusting. Plain fake news and so on, character assassination and so on. It's just too bad. Not only social media, even some of the radio or television stations, some of them need a regulation. If you are clapping that, okay, they are doing it to your enemy, when they do it to you, or when they insult your mother or your father, you know that it's wrong. I support the regulation. It's very, very necessary. Thank you.
Thank you too.
To take it from the radio aspect, here we just can't say anything. We know that we are regulated here. As much as within the ambit of the law, we are free to express ourselves, but our freedom is not absolute. So we regulate ourselves here. And any irresponsible, I use that carefully now, platform, broadcast or print that allows themselves to be used, they know what awaits them. But what we're talking about is the social media where it's like a free zone. It's not owned by anybody.
Moses,
and anything that's owned by anybody is a dangerous thing.
Moses, I hear many Nigerians, millions of Nigerians want broadcasters or journalists who are so-called fearless and brave.
To
When
incite the world, to incite the people.
When that they are fearless, they are brave,
they're fearless, implying that they should incite.
So no, hold on. They want them to be fearless and brave. When the law catches up with those fearless people, they stand there.
Now you go chop your cane alone now. Now you go chop your cane alone. That one is certain now. It's so certain. So no, really.
So you the broadcaster or the journalist will be standing alone, even though he or she is fearless.
You use your number 6
It
now.
is not about being fearless.
No.
It is about doing what is true.
Look, at the risk of sounding Idi-Amin-esque.
Moses, radio informs, entertains,
educates,
and educates.
True,
education leg is missing. That's my trouble.
I was saying that at the risk of sounding Idi-Amin-esque, one said, very catchy phrase, freedom of speech guaranteed, freedom after speech not guaranteed. We knew where he was coming from. That was just one very funny character that led Uganda for almost a decade. But if you carefully consider what he said, freedom of speech, even our constitution guides it. But what are the consequences? That is not guaranteed anywhere on that platform. It's a very good platform. It has helped mankind. But then, even in helping mankind, it must be, you're about to say, Oreniwon, yes. Even what is good must be measured.
Yeah.
It must be measured. That you can't afford to, and I will quote Bill Cosby any day, anytime. The route to success, I don't know. But the route to failure, try to please everybody. Just make sure that you want to please everybody. Then you know that you're on your way to perdition. Yeah. So also, those things are good. The inventions, the creativity, what social media, as I've said, as a lecturer, it has helped me a lot. I can teach online. I can get assignments across online. But even at that, I know what I post there.
All right. Another listener is here. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Yes, I'm happy for the program today.
Thank you.
Go on.
Yes. What I want to contribute is that this is Shinemere from Agra coming. Yes, what I want to contribute in this program is that our government have created a lot of problem in this our Nigeria. I don't know if they have sat down and asked themselves, what is the problem affecting our education sector? What is the problem affecting our health sector? Is it not because our leaders doesn't treat themselves in Nigeria, and their children doesn't treat themselves in Nigeria, and also our leaders, they go outside to spend Nigerian money on education.
We talk about the social media.
Social media regulation.
That.
Yes, when they are regulating the social media, let them regulate all that one.
Thank you. 60 seconds out.
Look, I agree totally that there should be level of decorum, decency, the temperance, being measured, buy everything Nigeria, fine. But let us not stray from what we're discussing. But again, if we extend this regulation to the government is not the only constituent of the state, the governed. If I propose certain bills now, many governed, as in many Nigerians, may end up on the wrong side of the law. I've once said it, and I keep saying that. I met two elderly people once. I was standing somewhere waiting for whatever now, and this elderly men now, they finish eating whatever they were eating, and the next thing is they just dumped it, and I put them as a well-trained young man. Then that you now does be that now. You should have one told me what's in your own now your papa grand, now your papa be government. The second one here, what the second one told me, as if I've not said before, that this place now London. Now, if somebody is thinking that way, that it's only in certain climes, in certain places they do things right, but here we can't do anything. That is a metaphor for the social media as well. It's a platform where everything just goes, and everything going will lead to anarchy. We can't afford. Look, let anyone complain. The West will come for us. The West should look at themselves properly in the mirror. If Australia will not allow just anybody handle phone anymore, even in Chicago, some states in America, because it has become so unrestrained that anything happens now. So if these states are thinking of nobody brings phone at this point, what I'm talking about here now,
Moses, many of the listeners pretend they don't know what goes on in the social media.
No, see, I can sense a bit from what some callers have said. They have genuine concern.
I have another listener here. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
Good morning, sir. John System, you are a current journalist. Somebody that has been used in the days of Radio Nigeria too. You're a wonderful man. But at times, the interventions does not allow people to express their minds at times. I want to know how many journalists in the Western world that have been under the colonial law, they have killed. They have named, they have killed to prison. Those days of News Watch and other men that died, other days or so, that died during the decree and all these days.
I'm waiting for your comment on
what I'm saying now is this. I respect you a lot. Because we are having evil people that are leaders. If you are doing very good, what is to manifest? If you are doing bad, that is why they are, because they are making it more bad. But when they want to use social media, they use it to their own interest. They will use it to their own very benefit.
Thank you. We got you first time. Yeah.
Social media does not affect.
I hope he's not suggesting that I become bad.
Choices. Social media is not for just those in government. Please, let's get that right. Very well. It's for those. It is for all Nigerians. I am sure some of us have been badly affected by way of malinformation. I meant right. I've said it in this studio and different platforms I've been privileged to, occupy. I decided to eat 3 meats from just a meat from my pot of soup now. I took one, and somebody somewhere is filming this or recording this, and he feels it is right just to speak ill, to make me look bad, the optics on me, and he posts such. It's in reality that I actually took a piece of meat from my pot of stew.
Against the law?
I don't understand. But that person goes about because he wants to score gather some traffic. If such a platform affords you such, does that as an explained level of sanity? The regulation we're talking about here is not about let the laws be enacted. Nigeria, Akpabio, Tinubu, your children must read, they must go to school in Nigeria. Fine, but please know that the law will not affect only those in power. It will affect you as well, and tell you that you can't afford to dump your refuse just anyhow. Otherwise, you go to jail. You can't afford to just put your mess anywhere. You can't afford to dump things you can't afford to even spit anywhere. Singapore, you can almost take whatever falls from your hand and pick it up and eat it because the place is extremely neat. And one man let it then. It just means that it's not right just spitting anywhere.
Moses,
the law is still there.
A while back, we mentioned Rwanda.
True.
In the course of what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it a crying shame that many Nigerians are dying to visit Rwanda, Kigali?
They are doing some things right there.
No be person fix the country.
Of course, now the persons that fix the country is a Rwandan, and is leading Rwandans who are also cooperating with him.
All right, another listener. Good morning. Hello, good morning, please. Well, I take it you are not for us. Thank you.
So, the social media, let's again make it clear, a very wonderful platform, one of the best creations of man in recent time.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
Oh yeah.
Whichever way you choose to look at it, but whatever, no matter how good a thing is, it must have a level of control.
Yeah. Let me add that the social media came into being to digitally connect people, allowing them to form online communities,
and it has done that
share lives
very well
and find common interests beyond geographical limits. Man has a natural tendency to misuse and bastardize it.
Have you not once described man as that very creature that uses best to carry out his worst?
Oh yeah.
Our mind, possibly the greatest gift God gave to man is his mind, but that mind is capable of creating the atomic bomb. That mind is it's very possible with that mind to injure, to kill, to destroy. That same beautiful mind.
You have heard that the inventor of the Kalashnikov rifle, Michael Kalashnikov,
yeah, that's
regretted it.
Of course,
regretted it. So also Albert Einstein.
Oh, I was going there. You took that from my mouth. After the Nagasaki, Hiroshima bomb, atomic bomb, they felt that for generations to come, they felt sorry for what they invented. Yeah, that is it. So, look,
necessity is the mother
of invention. Look, also, restraint, regulation should be the new name for social media. You have no right to swing your elbow all because you are free, and yet you know that someone's nose is very close to your elbow. You are infringing on my right. So that platform that does not give room for such should be regulated. Going forward, we can't afford to make this an eternal discussion. Let action be taken. If a so-called Western nation feels we should be sanctioned because of that, let that Western nation also look at themselves and tell themselves, oh, we are regulating it here in our own climb. So we have no moral justification to go against anyone that wants to regulate theirs.
The saying is, do not look out the window, look at the mirror. Look at the
mirror. Yes, because the comparison is readily will always be, but in America, but in this same America, read more. In the UK, read more. In Australia, in Canada is very, very tough on certain things. You can't do certain things, and that's not from the social media platform now, from their government, because they sense that anarchy was looming, and they will not allow that happen. So no responsible government.
You remember President Trump, on assumption of office, said he wanted to make Canada the 51st
state in America. I think he was just kidding.
They say, Oga, Ibna dream museum.
That was been a nightmare.
So how do we close?
Well, round up by just, of course, I can't but thank God for this is the 49th week of the year. We have just barely 3 weeks. And I can thank God for his mercies. I had a health scare during the week, and thank God that you certain people, one of them is listening right now, my chief pharmacist, Miss Michael. Thank you very much. Even you are regulated, even in giving me drugs. You don't just give me drugs anyhow. You regulate that. So let social media be a case of we are not banning. Nobody wants to ban. It's a beautiful concept, but there must be order. There must be order. And I say it again, there must be regulation. And the time for that bill to become law is now. Thank you.
And Senator Ned Nwoko is asking Nigerians to support the bill.
I support it.
We had been there before, so now we are going back there.
And we will get there.
Let's make the most of it. A regulation of the social media is not an end to free speech.
No.
But even so, you who are a proponent of free speech must please add moderation. Nobody does anything in outside of moderation and remain the same. Dr. Moses Adebayo, many thanks for your time.
Always a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
All right, I'm out of here. Take care of yourself. How many days to Christmas?
Just about 13 days. This 19 days to Christmas. 19 days.
All right. Merry Christmas.